Sawadee Krap, which is hello in Thai, and thank you for joining the Late to Work podcast. I'm Parker, your host, and I hope you're doing good. I'm doing fantastic. It is Thursday morning. We are driving to work right now, and currently I am on time to work, which is good. And I hope that you are on time to work as well. It's beautiful weather again, beautiful summer weather in Michigan. I don't know how many of you live in Michigan, but we have pretty nice summers here. The weather in the winter is fairly miserable. If you don't ski or snowboard, it's a lot of snow, a lot of cold for a lot of the year. But during the summer, you get the most beautiful days ever. So I'm really thankful for that in the summers here. Does this ever happen to any of you where you wake up in the morning and you go to your closet and it just jumps out to you like the killer outfit, the outfit that like only good things happen in? It's the freaking like not the nicest outfit you have, but it's just like good. It's your good luck outfit almost, and you put it on and you know it's gonna be a fantastic day. That is what I did today. This morning I got my Chang shorts on. Chang is Thai for elephant. I went to Thailand last year, and that's why we had the little Thai good morning at the beginning. And they're my awesome shorts. Everyone likes them who sees them. They look from a different country, but they've got elephants all over them. My white button-down shirt, it's like a beach shirt, and it's just the day. So I'm ready for this day. I'm going to tackle this day like it's nobody's business. You're going to have a killer day, and great things are going to happen today. And today we're talking about food. Most people like food, unless they're anorexic, which, in that case, that's a bummer, because food is really great most of the time. But sometimes you want to be healthy, eat healthy foods, or sometimes you just don't feel quite right. And I've found a habit in my life whenever I feel kind of unhealthy, or it's like, oh man, I should eat better foods, I don't feel very good, I immediately eat a prune, that little fruit. It's a dried prune. I don't know why, but I eat like one or two and just assume it'll get better if I'm having any problem with my body. Like if I'm getting sick, I'll just have a prune. And I think it works. It's worked so far. I don't know. Maybe it's just psychological, but eat prunes if you're getting sick. They fix everything. It's like the wizard's fruit, so eat a prune. But when I'm not eating healthy, when it's just go time, I will kill for a good Ruben sandwich. I love Ruben sandwiches. They're the freaking best. I don't know, there's the flavors, but you can also really mess it up. I think that's the one food where I've had excellent Rubens, like to the point it's just so good. The cheese on there is just excellent. Everything is perfect. But I've had so many bad Rubens as well. Just like too much sauerkraut. Some people don't toast the bread before they put it on the sandwich, so it's this floppy bread. It can be a disaster. So it's a strange sandwich. It'll go like one way or the other, but I've never seen it on other foods. Speaking of Rubens, I have a good friend named Ruben, and he's here today to talk about some really cool stuff. Ruben is a great guy. He's actually the leader in a band, and Ruben submitted something that he wanted to say about self-motivation, which is something I want to learn more about. So, Ruben, take it away.
Hey Parker, thanks for including me in your podcast. So today, I want to talk to you about getting motivated. Because lately, I've been in the mood to try new things and start new projects and get up out of bed in time for work in the morning. But where do I find the motivation to do all these things? Well, I want to share with you something from my personal life, something that helps keep me motivated, and I hope that you can take something from this too. I recently started running again, and finding the motivation to start that back up again was kind of a challenge. I mean, I had confidence in myself. I've done it before. I knew I could do it again. Confidence, by the way, plays a big part in self-motivation. No, but I find the real challenge in being able to stay motivated and not end up quitting a week later. So when I'm running, and I'm just running around the block here, I'm running, I go around the first corner, and I look way down at the end of the street and see where I need to get to. And it's so far away. And the longer I stare at it, the more I feel like I'm never going to get there because I'm not good enough, or I'm not a fast runner, or I don't have it in me. I'm already starting to feel tired out, and it would be so easy for me to just stop and walk away. And what I do to avoid that scenario instead is I look down right in front of my feet. I focus on my breathing, I focus on my form and my pace, but I still keep that image of my goal in my mind. Rather than concentrating on how far I am from my goal, I focus on the steps I'm taking to get there, literally and figuratively. Because you might end up getting discouraged if you're measuring your success by the distance you are from your goal. But if you take pride in your progress and notice all the work and effort you're putting into it, I think that feeling is much more rewarding. After all, you have to remind yourself, what are you doing this for? What are you trying to get out of it? Remember to always keep pushing beyond your limits and be proud of yourself for making a change. So have confidence in yourself. Acknowledge the progress, the work, and effort you're putting into it. And remember to keep pushing your limits. That's it. That's all I've got. Thanks again for having me, Parker. I appreciate it. Have a great day. I hope you're not late to work. Okay, bye.
And we're back. Thank you so much, Ruben, for sharing. That's really helpful advice, and thank you so much for submitting. I hope you submit again. One thing I want to talk about before we close is I'll be in California in a couple weeks, and I thought my flight is on the day for the podcast. I think I'll need to record it on the plane, which will be super interesting. So stay tuned in a couple weeks. You guys will get a special treat where I'll probably have to do it on the airplane. So I think I'll probably go in the bathroom or something and just record a quick podcast and talk with you guys, see how y'all are doing, and that'll be a blast. I look forward to that, and you guys should tune in for that because that'll be really interesting on a plane, recording a podcast, seeing how that goes. And if you ever have something to say, always feel free to record yourself and submit it to latetoworkpodcast@gmail.com. And when you submit, you get entered into a monthly contest for a Starbucks gift card. And who doesn't like a Starbucks gift card? You already got this podcast making your morning better. And who wouldn't want a Starbucks in their hand on their way to work? So submit your recordings about some cool commentary thing or some visionary thing you got to share with the world. And let's start a conversation. I'm Parker, your host. Thanks for tuning in to the Late to Work podcast. I will catch you next Tuesday. Have a great weekend.